Oh boy, Among Us. That's right, the game that I've never played before until now is the game we all like to make memes about. Among Us. The only reason I haven't played this at least once before doing this assignment is that I took one look at the game and its gameplay, and I could already tell that it would end up being very dull very quickly. However, once my dad had given me this game on Steam, I thought, okay, fine, I'll give this game a chance. Let's see what the Among Us experience is like. Let me start by getting the core gameplay loop out of the way. You are either a crewmate or an imposter. The crewmate's job is simple: complete tasks and find the imposters. The crewmates win either by eliminating all of the imposters or by filling up the task bar. As for the imposters, their job is simple: kill everyone and not get ejected. The gameplay revolves around crewmates doing tasks, imposters faking tasks, and even doing some sabotage to aid them in killing people. Eventually, a meeting occurs when someone presses the emergency button or when a dead body is discovered. During these meetings, everyone has to discuss and vote on who they think is the imposter, or skip a vote when there's not enough information. Pretty simple of a concept loop, right? It reminds me of games like Town of Salem or Werewolves that have the same premise: find the threat and survive. So what is there to like about this game, and what is there to not like? I'll get the negatives out of the way because I want to leave this on a positive note. Let me get this first negative out of the way. The gameplay loop I just described will get boring. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the time I had playing it, but I've only been playing it for a couple of days. But that doesn't change the fact that what I'm playing will be the same gameplay loop repeated again and again. There are different maps and newly added roles to make the game matches more unique, sure, but that doesn't change the core gameplay loop. If you really want to play this game, be prepared to accept that you will just be playing the same loop over and over. There are other small concerns I have, such as joining lobbies only to find it's full even though the numbers say otherwise, and having to deal with possible trolls in the game, but they don't impact the game as much as the gameplay loop being repeated again and again. Well, that's enough negatives for me today. Let's go over the positives. I forgot to mention this when talking about the gameplay loop, but the host of a game lobby can change the variables of the game match, such as how many imposters there are, or enabling or disabling the extra roles. I honestly find this pretty neat, since while the core gameplay never changes, it's these additions that make the game seemingly unique every time you play. Another thing I would like to bring up is the players you'll meet in the game lobbies you'll join. Sometimes you get these groups of people who just go right into the game, and there are the people who say start when waiting for a game match to begin. Then you get people where, when you join the lobby, you can tell that the players are chill people who just want to have fun. I honestly find that nice, because while I want to play the game, I also want to have fun and not be completely serious about it. Of course, there are and will be those players who are toxic and ruin the fun for everyone, but that's not the majority of the player base. Next, the customization. There is surprisingly a lot. You can customize your little character however you see fit. As someone who loves character customization in video games, I see this as a win. Lastly, from the time I spent playing this, I know that this is the kind of game where you'll have a blast playing with family and friends. It's like playing a game of Mario Party with your friends, only to have you question your friendship as your friend demolishes you in the end. It's fun in that kind of way. Is this game perfect? No, it isn't. Has my opinion on it changed once I played it? Honestly, yeah, it did. I wasn't expecting to have this much fun from it, but I did. Do I recommend you play it? Well, if you're okay with the gameplay loop being the same, and you like playing sleuth detection games, and you like playing with other people, I would say that you should give this game a try. It's only $5 on Steam, and you can get it on other platforms like mobile too. All in all, Among Us surprisingly wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Thank you for watching.